Have you ever wondered how our world became so connected? Or how your favorite foods made their way to your plate from far off lands? Today, we'll explore the fascinating journey of globalization and how it has shaped our lives. Global world, interconnected economies, cultures, and societies. Facilitated by trade, communication, technology, and migration. Historical processes like colonialism, industrialization shaped the global network. Pre-modern globalization. Globalization, often associated with the past 50 years, has a much longer history involving trade, migration, and the movement of people and capital. Trade, migration, the movement of capital, and the spread of ideas and diseases have all contributed to globalization. Evidence of globalization can be found as far back as 3000 BCE. Cowries from the Maldives were used as currency in China and East Africa for over a millennium. The long distance spread of disease carrying germs can be traced back to the 7th century. By the 13th century, globalization was an unmistakable link between different parts of the world. Globalization. Globalization is the process by which ideas, knowledge, information, goods, and services spread around the world. In business, the term is used in an economic context to describe integrated economies marked by free trade, the free flow of capital among countries, and easy access to foreign resources, including labor markets, to maximize returns and benefit for the common good. Silk routes link the world. The Silk routes were vital for trade and cultural connections before modern times. The name highlights the significance of Chinese silk exports to the West. Overland and sea routes linked Asia, Europe, and North Africa. They thrived from before the Christian era until the 15th century. Traded goods included silk, pottery, textiles, and spices. Europe exchanged gold and silver for Asian products. Food travels, spaghetti, and potato. Traders and travelers introduced new crops to various regions. Common foods like spaghetti and noodles may share origins. For instance, Arab traders possibly brought pasta to 5th century Sicily. Many staples, including potatoes and tomatoes, were unknown to ancestors until about 500 years ago. These foods were introduced to Europe and Asia following Columbus' discovery of the Americas. Conquest, disease, and trade. Before the 16th century, the Indian Ocean was a major trade hub, with the Indian subcontinent playing a key role in the exchange of goods, people, and ideas. European arrival in the 16th century expanded and shifted some trade towards Europe. Impact of European exploration. In the 16th century, Europeans found new sea routes to Asia and America, significantly altering global trade. America's resources transformed economies and lives. Precious metals and European wealth. Silver from Peru and Mexico boosted European wealth and financed trade with Asia, while legends of South American riches, like El Dorado, fueled expeditions. Conquest and colonization. By the mid-16th century, European colonization in America was well underway, with diseases like smallpox playing a crucial role in Spanish conquests. The role of germs in conquest. Native Americans had no immunity to European diseases like smallpox, which quickly decimated communities before full European arrival, weakening their resistance and facilitating conquest. Economic and social conditions in Europe. It mentions poverty, hunger, overcrowded cities, diseases, and religious persecution, prompting migration to America. The shift in trade centers. It covers the role of American plantations worked by slaves producing goods for Europe and the retreat of China into isolation from the 15th century. The rise of Europe as the center of trade. It highlights the decline of China and India's trade influence and Europe's rise as the new global trade center. The 19th century, 1815 to 1914. The 19th century saw significant transformations driven by economic, political, social, cultural, and technological factors. Economic flows are categorized into three types: trade flow, labor flow, capital flow. Understanding these flows together provides a clearer picture of the 19th century world economy. A world economy takes shape. 19th century Britain faced food shortages from population growth and industrialization, prompting restrictive corn laws. Abolishing these laws lowered food prices but hurt agriculture, leading to job losses and unused land. Workers moved to cities or abroad, boosting global agriculture and trade. London capital funded infrastructure, driving emigration to America and Australia. From 1820 to 1914, world trade increased 25 to 40 times, with 60% in primary products and regional specialization enhancing growth. Role of technology. Key 19th century technologies, such as railways, steamships, and the telegraph, transformed global trade, influenced by social, political, and economic factors, particularly colonization. Advancements in transport, like faster railways and refrigerated ships, lowered food transport costs, allowing for affordable shipping of frozen meat from America to Europe. Low food prices improved living conditions and diets in Europe. This contributed to social stability and strengthened public support for imperialism. Late 19th century colonialism. Late 19th century, growing trade and global markets. Trade expansion led to loss of freedoms and livelihoods. European conquests caused major economic, social, and ecological shifts. In 1885, Europe divided Africa among Britain, France, Belgium, and Germany. The US emerged as a colonial power by acquiring former Spanish colonies. Rinderpest, or the cattle plague. Rinderpest, or the cattle plague in Africa, 1890s, devastated cattle, impacting lives and economies. Livelihoods relied on land and livestock, wages were rare due to low population. Europeans were drawn to Africa for land and minerals but encountered labor shortages. Labor recruitment was influenced by heavy taxes and changes in inheritance laws, compelling people to work in plantations and mines. Impact of Rinderpest. Rinderpest killed 90% of African cattle, collapsing livelihoods and enabling European control over resources. Resource control. Europeans manipulated scarce cattle resources, consolidating power and forcing Africans into labor. Broader impact. Similar patterns of conquest and control occurred globally as Western powers exploited societal disruptions. Indentured labor migration from India. A bonded laborer under contract to work for an employer for a specific amount of time to pay off his passage to a new country or home. Most Indian indentured workers came from the present-day regions of eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, central India, and Tamil Nadu. The main destinations of Indian indentured migrants were the Caribbean islands, Mauritius and Fiji, Ceylon, and Malaya. Indian entrepreneurs abroad. Indian entrepreneurs and some bankers like Nattukoti and Chettiars financed the export of agriculture to Central and Southeast Asia. The Industrial Revolution in England changed the balance of trade between England and India. Indian trade, colonialism, and global system. Historically, India exported fine cotton to Europe, but British industrialization led to demands for protectionist measures. While exports of manufactures decreased, raw material exports, particularly raw cotton, surged from 5% to 35% between 1812 and 1871. India played a crucial role in the late 19th century world economy by helping Britain balance its trade deficits. The interwar economy. The First World War, 1914–18, was fought in Europe, but its impact was felt around the world. During this period, the world experienced widespread economic and political instability and another catastrophic war. Wartime transformations. The First World War was fought between the Allies, Britain, France, Russia, and the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, Ottoman Empire. The first modern industrial war involved machine guns, tanks, aircraft, and chemical weapons. The war led to an economic disconnection between significant powers, with Britain borrowing large sums from the US. Post-war recovery. After the war was over, production reduced and unemployment increased. The assembly line method introduced by Henry Ford soon spread to the US and were also widely copied in Europe in the 1920s. Rise of mass production and consumption. Post-war US recovery was rapid, driven by wartime growth and mass production. Henry Ford's assembly line boosted productivity and lowered consumer prices. Worker resistance led to higher wages and increased demand. The 1920s experienced a housing and consumer boom, creating jobs and consumption. By 1923, the US became the leading global lender, but the Great Depression in 1929 ended this prosperity. The Great Depression. Overview: 1929 mid-1930s. As the Great Depression started in 1929, leading to drops in production, jobs. Agriculture was hit hard by low crop prices. Causes: a weak post-war economy created instability. Overproduction in agriculture drove prices down. Global impact: Europe faced bank failures and currency issues as US loans dried up. Latin America struggled with falling prices for agricultural and raw materials. US protectionism and high import duties damaged global trade. US impact: severe industrial decline, business failures, and widespread unemployment. Banking collapse with over 4,000 banks shutting down by 1933. Between 1929 and 1932, about 110,000 companies went bankrupt. Aftermath: modest recovery began in 1935, with lasting societal effects. India and the Great Depression. The Depression had a significant impact on India's trade. India's exports and imports nearly halved between 1928 and 1934. The global economy was highly integrated by the early 20th century. The Depression had a significant impact on India's trade. Indian peasants sold precious metals and became exporters of gold. Rebuilding a world economy, the post-war era. Overview: 1939 to 1945 World War II, fought between the Axis powers and the Allies, lasted 6 years and spanned multiple fronts globally. Death and destruction: 60 million deaths, mainly civilians. Extensive destruction in Europe and Asia, affecting economies and societies. Post-war reconstruction: the US emerged as the dominant global power. The Soviet Union rose to prominence after significant wartime sacrifices. Post-war settlement and the Bretton Woods institutions. Bretton Woods, 1944, established IMF and World Bank for global economic stability. IMF manages external deficits, World Bank finances post-war reconstruction. Fixed exchange rate, currencies pegged to the US dollar. Western control, dominated by the US and Western powers. The early post-war years. The Bretton Woods system boosted trade and incomes post-World War II. World trade grew 8% annually, 1950 to 1970. Unemployment stayed under 5% in industrial countries. The Bretton Woods Conference set the stage. Developing nations invested to catch up. Decolonization and independence. Post-WWII, many colonies gained independence but faced poverty and shortages. IMF and World Bank struggled to support new nations. Attention shifted to developing countries in the late 1950s. Former colonial powers controlled vital resources. G77 formed to demand a new international economic order, NEO. End of Bretton Woods and the beginning of globalization. US economic strain, rising costs weakened the US dollar. Shift in financial system, debt crisis in developing countries as private lending grew. Unemployment and industrial changes, MNCs moved to low-wage Asia. China's reintegration, China rejoined the global economy. Low-wage investment, low-wage countries like China attracted foreign investment. Economic geography, growth in India, China, Brazil reshaped the economy. Trade and capital flows, production shift changed global trade. In conclusion, we've traveled through time to understand how globalization has transformed our world through trade, migration, and technological advancements. From ancient trade routes to modern economic systems, the interconnectedness continues to shape our lives today. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 10. Thank you.